Here's another story from work. A guy just walks in at 6:30 p.m. and all he does is that he goes to the back table and sleeps at the chair. I didn't really see him actually sleep at the chair like for him to walk in, but I noticed that there was a guy sleeping at the table at around 7 o'clock. The employees saw him, the other customers saw him, but no one did anything. So I figured he may be drunk. That was just my first initial thought because we've had drunk people actually walk into the store before. It's nothing new. But the fact of the matter is that I didn't want to wake him up due to the fact that if he's still drunk and he wakes up from a nap, he may become aggravated. So we just literally left him there up until 9:30. Yeah, he's been asleep for a good 3 hours before my manager decides to ask one of us to actually wake him up because we couldn't have a person sleeping in the store after all. But again, I wanted to wait just in case if, he would have been aggravated if he were to wake up. So at least for that 3 hour power sleep, I guess, that he'll probably remain like he'll become sober after that. So afterwards, that I was gonna go wake him up, but two of my other coworkers decided to go to the lobby and wake him up before I did, and they were afraid to wake him up because one of the things happened before they were about to wake him up is that he sleeps with his back on the chair, and then of course, well, it's those sofa chairs that sits for two people, the cushion chairs. He just has his back there, and then he just starts kicking his legs because apparently he's dreaming of some sort that he's just kicking his legs, and we could not help but actually start laughing. Of course, we're not gonna laugh out loud, but we were just laughing to ourselves that we found it so hilarious that my god, it was just so funny. It's just we couldn't help it. And one of my other coworkers was just really like laughing as trying to get his attention. He was just like saying, hey, wake up, hey, psst, psst. He just kept doing he did everything so silent, and he's like, oh, come on now. And then he just gave up because he wouldn't wake up to that. So I woke over there and I actually knocked on the table, and he wakes up afterwards. And I told him, sir, it's time to get up. It's 9:30. He just quickly gets up. He's looking around the store like, where is he at? He puts on his glasses, and I tell him that he's been asleep for 3 hours. And he's like, oh my god. Of course, he was actually cursing almost everything he was saying, but still, that he was just looking around frantically for somebody because he kept saying like, what was the woman that was sitting with me here? And I told him I didn't see any woman. There was no woman here. And he was still cursing to himself. He was still cursing to himself. He walked around, or he was pretty much a little bit aggravated, but not to the point where he was going to be physical with that. He was just aggravated to find out that apparently that there was no one that was actually sitting with him when he actually passed out. And when he woke up, when I looked into his eyes, they were bloodshot, watery red. So he was drinking. Either that or he had something in the system, because the way he was walking, the way he was looking for everything, it kind of had a paranoia sense. He was just looking for just looking for the imaginary woman that was supposedly sitting right next to him before he passed out. But apparently he just kept saying, where is she? Where was the woman? Where is she? Then he just walks out of the store. He goes in and out of the store a few times, looking at the parking lot, looking at the cars and all that stuff. He was just looking for somebody. I asked him if he wanted to use the phone, but then he just wandered off to the back of the parking lot into the other parking lot of a different building and just walked off. And we were just like, what the heck just happened? It was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of hilarious the fact of the matter that he passed out, but he was still a little bit aggravated when he actually woke up. But just glad he didn't go physical, because if I had to do something about it, then I will. Yeah, I really don't want to do so, but if I have to, I will. And my coworkers were right there too, so if anything would happen to me, they would be able to back me up. But other than that, that's kind of a weirdest story that I could say for now. We had another instance with another drunk guy, but I could possibly talk about that in another day, because in a matter of fact that he did not actually come once, he actually came back twice to the same store. So that's kind of interesting. He hasn't come back since, but still, it's just one of those things I could actually talk about for another day. I just had to deal with a drunk guy, or he was either that or high, because everyone kept making jokes because apparently he was hallucinating the whole thing. Just whoever that woman was, I really hope that he does find her. And if it's a real woman, then I really hope that he doesn't become angry at her, because she never actually got to the store in the first place. So just hopefully there's going to be a happy ending to all of this, but he hasn't come back since, and at least there's that. Other than that, that's all I could really say for now. Hope you enjoy the story, and if I got any more stories from work, then I'll let you guys know when I make a video. But until then, what do you guys think? Was he drunk? Was he on drugs? Just let me know in the comment section below. And that's all I gotta say. Have a great day, everyone. I'm SortoKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.